Music Time with Miss Kathy.
Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Kathy here again, and we're going to talk about some instruments today. We've been talking about music and how it's put together, and I hope you remember the melody, which is the part that you sing, the part that you remember. But then rhythm is the pattern of sounds, long and short, and then harmony. Today we're going to concentrate on rhythm. And I brought a few of my instruments. I love rhythm instruments because anybody can play them. And I brought some different ones here. One of the most fun rhythm instruments, and we've talked before about you can get 2 of your mom's wooden spoons or 2 pencils or 2 sticks in the yard even, and use those like rhythm sticks. And this is keeping the steady beat. Can you sing the hello song with me while I tap the steady beat? Ready? Now it's time for music, music, music. Now it's time for music. We'll all have some fun. So that's a steady beat. Now, I'm going to sing the hello song with just my sticks. Listen to the rhythm. Hear that? It was the same song without the melody. Now, we've been singing for a couple of times hot cross buns. So I want you to listen to the rhythm of this. Hot cross buns. There's 3 notes, okay? One is short, short, long, short, short, long. And then we have some really fast notes called running notes. Running, 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 short, short, long. So can you do that with me? Sing it, but instead of singing hot cross buns, we're going to sing short, short, long, and running, okay? Short, short, long, short, short, long, running, 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 short, short, long. Good job, boys and girls. Those are the rhythm sticks. Of course, everyone loves drums. They're just so cool. And this is one of my coolest drums. It actually has a rope here that you hold and you put it on your shoulder. But I'm going to show you how it works first. There are 2 sides. Can everybody see that? And the inside is carved out of wood. And you see how there's different geometric pictures in there. Isn't that cool? And it's painted. But the drum has 2 ends, and these animal skins are held on by this cord, and it's wrapped. I don't know how well you can see, but it's wrapped from here to the top and then looped back down, up to the top and looped back down. Now these cords do something really, really fun. But I want to show you how this drum sounds first. We're going to play a game. I'm going to play a rhythm, and I want you can either clap it back, echo me, or you can play it with your sticks or your spoons or whatever you have at home. Okay, let's try it. My turn. You play it with me this time. What was that? Short, short, running, long. Oh, good job. So rhythm is a combination of long and short sounds. Now, let me show you what these chords do. When you put it on your shoulder and you squeeze these chords, it tightens. So the sound changes. Listen. Did you hear it? Isn't that cool? I call this my talking drum. But when you tighten these ends, then it changes the sound. Now, we've talked before about in the percussion family, there's all kinds of different drums, all kinds of drums. My favorite are the timpani drum, and they're about, oh my gosh, probably this big around. And you play them with big old mouths, about the size of my fist. And they have pedals that when you push the pedal, it does exactly what our talking drum does. It kind of tunes the head of the drum tighter, and it makes a different sound. So yes, drums can have a little bit of different pitches and make some different sounds. This drum we used last time. I love this one because it's a safari drum. It's got all these really cool turtles and tigers and antelopes and frogs and monkeys and crocodiles. But this is called a bongo drum. There's two parts, right? A big one and a little one. And you actually play it between your knees. You can make the drum sound different. Soft with your fingertips, or you can use your whole hand. Hard, light. Isn't that cool? So that's the bongo drum. Now, see, it's hollow, so that's why you hold it between your knees, because if this is covered up, the sound is not as good. Now, we talked last time about our glockenspiel, and this is actually considered a percussion instrument because how do you make the sound? You strike it, but it has a melody as well. So this is a melody percussion instrument. And also, let's talk about the piano a minute. That's my favorite instrument. That's the instrument I play. The piano, all of you know what that looks like. It has 88 keys, some black and some white. And some are high, some are low, and everything in between. So the piano has strings in the back. You can't really see them. Now, if you can look inside of a grand piano, maybe you have one or at your church, the grand piano, you can look in there and see the strings, but then you play the key. So it's percussion in the sense that you have to push that key down, but then there's a hammer that hits the string and the string vibrates, and that makes the sound. So the piano is kind of cool. It belongs to the string family and the percussion family. This is one of my favorite percussion instruments. It's called the rain stick. I want you to listen to the sound. It sounds just like rain. There's all kinds of rain sticks. I used to have one made out of bamboo, and it had like sticks on a spiral, and then there were some kind of seeds in there. I lost it. I don't know where it is. But anyway, it was like this big. It was really cool. But this one, you can also shake the beads down about halfway. Can you see that? And then you can really use it as a shaker instrument. So you can shake it. You can shake it all kinds of ways. But the coolest sound is the rain. Now, I brought a couple of different things. We've been talking about shakers. I brought some of my favorite shakers. And again, remember last time we talked about you can make your own shaker instrument. You can even get two paper plates and put something in there and put tape around it and color it, make it look really pretty. This is an egg shaker. And people in orchestras use this all the time. Now, I wonder what's in there. I don't know. What does it sound like to you? Kind of sounds like rice to me, maybe rice. Now, this is a double egg shaker. So it's going to be louder. Let's see if they sound a whole lot different. This one, it must have something a little bit bigger in it, and there are two. Since it's summertime, I brought this little guy. I love this little shaker. He looks like a fish. Or you can tap a shaker as well. Listen to the difference. Listen to this one. This sounds like there's something maybe a little bigger than rice in there, don't you think? And then, oh, this is my favorite. This is my ladybug shaker. But it sounds different. Tell me why. What do you hear? There's a bell inside. So when you shake this one, it sounds almost like our jingle bell instruments. I love that one. Now, we're going to talk about some wooden sounds. These are called wood blocks, and these are instruments that orchestra players use. And they are called wood blocks because they look like building blocks. You have blocks at home that you build with, I'm sure you do. And they're made out of wood. Now, these have little red handles that you hold, and so you kind of clap them together. You can play them loud or soft. Loud, soft. Or you can play them with a mallet or a stick. A little bit different sound. So those are your wood blocks. This is one of my favorite instruments. It's actually a shaker, but it is actually a wero. Now, those of you that are old enough to spell, let me tell you how to spell this instrument. It doesn't sound like it's spelled. It's G-U-I-R-O, but it's a wero. It's a Mexican Spanish kind of instrument, and so the G is pronounced like a W, wero, but it looks like G, okay? Now, if you look at this closely, there's some ridges in there. So when you feel it with your finger, it feels very rough. And to play a wero, you hold it and you use a thin stick. Listen to this one. Isn't that cool? And you can also play it like a wood block this way. So you can change the sound, and then you can shake it. So, oh my goodness, this is 3 instruments in one. I just had to bring my little zebra with you. These are just fun that I've had for a very long time. This is my little zebra shaker. And what happens is it's on a hinge, so when you shake it this way, his top part of his mouth comes up and hits the bottom. But he can play really cool rhythms. Isn't that a cool instrument? I love it. So I think we've covered, all of our rhythm instruments today. So I hope you will explore at home and find some things that you can play like rhythm sticks or like drums or shakers and have a really good time. Can we sing our goodbye song, and I'll play the drum with us. Ready? Now it's time to play goodbye, play goodbye, play goodbye. Now it's time to play goodbye. See you all next time. Good job, boys and girls.